Mr. Vohra, welcome to News9 Live. How do you see the situation which is panning out in the state of Manipur, sir? And what is the solution forward? Because, both sides, the Kukis and the Maitis, have completely hardened their stand, and there's looks like, budging from their stated stand. So how do you see the way forward?
Well, unfortunately, the situation is bad. But see, there are a few things which I thought I'll mention to you, having served there for almost a decade in different positions. First is, see, Manipur is a small state, but it is having three major groups, as you know that Nagas, Kukis, and other their clan, and the Maitis. Now, it's a small state having these different or all powerful groups it's actually difficult to manage because everybody has its own aspirations and its own grievances, and rightly so. I mean, one cannot find fault with X and Y and Z. Now, the situation I would like to speak on three fronts straight away. One is, of course, the political, the other is the security, police, law and order, and third is the people. I think people, of course, have genuine grievances. As already said, everyone has his own grievance, and these are conflicting claims. So they are bound to lead to tensions. Politically, I think the state government, the political leaders, they failed to gauge the situation. Actually, this has been simmering for a very, very long time. In fact, the demand for ST status by Metis is very old. And now what has triggered is this High Court's order, and High Court only said consider it. It did not say it recommend it. But anyway, be that as it may. So politically, they did not really were pragmatic, and the situation went out of hand. And I must say, the police, the security forces, and especially the police, that also could not control the situation. Now, as far as the political part is concerned, they did certain things in the Chudacharpur area, like eviction, like surveys of the forest areas, even accusing them of sheltering people from Myanmar because of the situation there. So I think the whole thing was boiling up. And the state government, willy nilly, unfortunately, and the police, I think they allowed it to boil to a point that it exploded in their face. Now, you will agree with me once there are losses of life and property. If I have lost my life and property, like I am a refugee from Pakistan, when we came, we lost everything. So we are always full of anger against the
True,
state,
very true.
and we wanted everything. Now, their demands are there, certain, of course, certain demands to save a separate administration. In fact, there is a separate district everywhere. There is always a separate administration all the time. I don't understand what they are saying this. But I think everybody has to put the act together, and people have to be kept in the center frame. So as the Home Minister said, the best thing is to talk to them and find out a workable solution. It should not be difficult. Meanwhile, police and army now they have done their job. I think broadly there is peace as far as on the surface is concerned, but they have to work harder to see that there's full peace, there's no violence at all. But talks must be initiated simultaneously and immediately with the warring groups, and I think central government should also participate. And I have a feeling, see, they're all good people. All the communities are good there. I've served there, as I told you, for a decade earlier. So they're good people, and I'm sure they'll come to some understanding sooner rather than later. But administration and police have to be on their toes for quite some time to come.
Mr.
Thank
Vohra,
you.
you explained the entire situation, why logically. But sir, given the fact that that there is no love lost for the chief minister, whether you are a Kuki side who say that Biren Singh is a Maiti chief minister, or even when you speak to Maiti community, they say that they have zero trust when it comes to the state government. With this kind of distrust as far as the leader of the state is concerned, how do you see the peace process moving forward, sir?
Let me tell you, my dear friend, there was a Naga chief minister of Manipur for a very long time. If you heard the name of Rishan Keshing,
Yes, I have heard, sir.
and he was a member of the Lok Sabha from 1952 onwards, and one of the stalwarts statesmen which they had. And when he was there, no Maiti raised this issue at all. This is now, see, when tempers are high, then these things do happen. And it is, of course, for the political parties and others to take a call on what to do or what not to do. But I think any hasty action on anybody's part also will not be good, because it will demoralize the state government and the concerned party also. So I think this is a temporary thing, and I'm sure that maybe they come to an understanding that let's have not the present CM but somebody else. Maybe not a Maiti, maybe a Naga, maybe a Kuki. These are all. Every political party has MLAs from all the communities. So I think, as I said, this will all be a matter of talks. And I'm sure Mr. Amit Shah is going there on the 29th of May, as I'm told, for 3 days. Definitely something will come out. People have to keep patience in the meanwhile. And government has to be on toes. And no further untoward action should be taken or allowed to be taken.